Fellas, have you ever been talking to your lady and she just says nothing? Just looks at you, even if she looks at you? Well, in episode number 181 of Making the Case, we talking about why women give you the silent treatment. What does that mean? Let's get into it. Hey, what up, YouTube? We back at you with another episode of Making a Case. I'm your host, Dr. Jacob Isom. We got two channel rooms over here. One, we attack points in our people, and then two, we don't do all that cussing derogatory stuff. We like to keep it professional over here. Now, in this episode, number 181 of Making the Case, yes, we're coming up on 200 episodes. I don't think y'all understand how huge it is, man. The dedication, the consistency that it takes for us to just keep dropping episode after episode. I think you may know, but I don't know if you do know. All right. We did a little semi celebration for dropping the 100th episode. I don't know. We might have to do something bigger for that for episode 200. But anywho, let's get back into it. Now we're talking about why women stay silent or give you the silent treatment, what that may mean, right? Now, without giving away too much, because you already know I got some video clips for you to kind of, you know, further the conversation for us to rap about it. Um, I don't want to say that women talk a lot, right? That's not what I want to say, but I do want to say women are very fond of communicating, right? Because that's how most women express themselves, right? And I heard this a long time ago. The reason why is because, of course, men, when it comes down to it, well, will get into physical altercations, whereas women are not prone to be that aggressive and things of that nature. So they more so rely on communication, talking. Okay, just to give you a little biology history. Okay, now, so if a woman decides not to talk, we know it's intentional. And we also know there is a motive and reason behind it. Okay. Now, it could be a couple of different factors. One, she feel like you're not listening anyway. And why does she feel like you're not listening? Because you're not changing your behavior. Right. The real way to apologize to someone is to change the behavior that's in question. Okay. I always say all the time, I don't want to hear you sorry. It means nothing to me. I want to see that you're sorry. All right. And the second thing is, man, she just so done with the relationship that why even waste her breath and her energy anymore? Right. She's just trying to find the right time to get out. Monkey branch to somebody else, right? We know that's a popular thing that women like to do. So those are the couple of reasons behind why a woman may go silent. I do have some video clips for you. They might bring up some more reasons behind the silence that a woman has. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our first video clip, shall we?
Talking, you still in the game. When she goes silent, it's done. So if that woman is still talking and she's still arguing and complaining, we don't like it, but it's a sign that we still in the game. Her silence is louder than her sound. When a woman is talking,
Hey, what did I just say? What did I just say? When a woman goes silent, you in trouble, right? That means it's a wrap. You're done. You're cooked. Okay. If she's still complaining, if she's still arguing, hey, she love you, bro. Because guess what's gonna happen? And I hate to say it, and y'all know I'm right, right? That arguing gonna lead to makeup sex, and then guess what? You're gonna do it all over again. Right? So, like, if she's still fussing, hey, she rock with you, man. But once she stop talking, once she didn't ask you for the 15th time about taking out the trash or about doing this and doing that, and she see it just continues not being done, and she stopped talking, she's like, all right, I'm gonna find somebody else that can do it. Let's go into the next clip.
to calm down and then collect your thoughts and then say, excuse, like, this is what happened. Can we do this in future? No problem. But the people that use silent treatment more to punish their partner or to get their partner to realize how angry they are, all they do is create more resentment. Now you're not fighting about the real thing, you're fighting about the silent treatment. So you forgot the real cause of the argument, which may have been a misunderstanding. Now it becomes like you ruined the whole day, and then the whole relationship starts to demise. So silent treatment people, they're usually quite emotionally immature.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the biggest frustrations. Because
Do you give silent treatment as well, or no?
No.
Okay.
If I have a problem or an issue, I'll just raise it with them.
Yeah.
It's usually the best way, because otherwise I'm just going to go for a long period of time
And
just
ruin both of our,
resenting that person,
and ruin
then
both of our days from
like
that.
the last thing I need is negative vibes.
You're using silent treatment just to calm down and then collect your thoughts and then say, excuse, like, this is what happened. Can we do this in future?
I agree. Because what you often see, the reason why people, and we're talking about women in this episode, why women will use the silent treatment is to kind of make you feel guilty, right? Is to try to raise a issue or raise your eyebrows to get your attention, because she feels like, well, if I don't talk to him, eventually he'll ask me what's wrong with me, and I'm still gonna not talk to him. But that's the issue with it, though, right? The issue is that, like she said, now it stopped being about the reason why you mad in the first place. Then it's about, oh, you not talking to me now? Oh, this what we doing? You've heard it before. You've been there. We've all done that, right? So she's absolutely right. It stopped being about the issue. It started being about, okay, why are you using this tactic? Why are you doing this? Do you really think this is going to help? And I'll be honest with you. I think 99% of the time it doesn't help a situation. She did mention that, okay, if you need to just be silent and collect your thoughts, and then that's one thing, but you have to communicate that up front, though, right? To tell your partner that, hey, I need space if we're gonna be in a situation. And to me, it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, you know what? I feel like this is about to get to a place where it don't need to be. Let's come back to this conversation. All right. When we both done had time to think about it, and our emotions are not high. I think that's totally fine. But it's all in how you approach it, right? But just a straight out, I'm not talking to you. I don't know how effective that is, ladies. All right. Let's get into our next clip.
You forget that women typically are emotionally wired or more emotionally wired. And so what happens is when she comes to you and expresses a concern, if that concern does not line up in your head logically, men tend to dismiss it. Okay, they don't consider how she's feeling. And I want men to understand, you have to learn that we have to accept men and women are different. We are just built differently, and in understanding our differences, we can create more harmony with each other. When that woman says to you, this is how I feel, it's not about your logic at that point, bro. It's about how she feels. Men tend to forget that.
I would not disagree with that. And the reason why I wanted to play this clip is because this is directly tied to why she would go silent, right? Because you hear a lot of women say, or at least I do, that, well, I stopped talking because I felt like you wasn't listening, or I stopped talking because you don't care about my what? My feelings. Okay. And I think a lot of men do understand that women are a very emotional species. We understand that. But understand it and put it into practice is two different things, right? And it's one thing that men have to get better at. I must admit that, right? So when you understand that a woman is emotional and she say, hey, this is how I feel, well, I know we're a logical being, but you still have to rationalize her feelings, right? And you can't do that without training and without some kind of skill building. All right. And if you need that, holla at your boy, Dr. JacobIsom.com, by the way. All right. Shameless plug. Shameless plug. But that's why a woman will go silent, because it's like, well, he don't care anyway. And it's not that most men don't care. It's that, to be honest with you, a lot of men don't know how to deal with emotions like that, because they don't even know how to deal with their own. So how do they know how to effectively deal with your emotion? Because in our mind, we like, hey, why are you sweating that? we can't even, we don't think that way, right? So we like, I don't know how to help you. This is how I would do it. But no, she's like, this is how I'm feeling. Can you just listen to me? A lot of times she just want to vent, right? So that's why she going silent. All right. I got one more video clip and we'll wrap this thing on up. All right.
And you still want to play childish games, emotional games like pouting, giving the silent treatment, that's a limbic brain immature response. Because it's all about, I'm going to manipulate you to do what I want. And that again is a childish response. You're in a relationship and you still want to play.
And to be honest with you, I don't disagree with it. I do think the silent treatment is it's what children do. I mean, we've seen it over and over happen, right? As adults, we're supposed to be able to communicate. Even though, granted, you might have good reasons that, you may not want to talk, right? But if you are intentionally in a relationship with somebody, which most people are, right? Then you have signed up to be communicative, right? Communication, honesty, trust, commitment, right? These are some of the tenets and principles of a romantic relationship, right? And we understand one of the biggest things that will doom a relationship fast is not communication. And what is the key sign of not communicating? Is going silent. Okay. You can't get around it, right? So if you're choosing particularly to go silent for long stretches and long period of time, particularly when y'all got kids together, when you're married, like when you've been together for a while, you think you've been and figured this out by now. So and I wanted that to be the last clip because, I think it's a nice way to kind of, change the conversation and talk about, well, when you really think about it, you know, the silent treatment is not effective if you really think about it. I can remember in my last relationship, it drove me crazy. My ex always gave me the silent treatment. I'm like, anyhow, we ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole, man. Hey, we're gonna end the video right there. Perfect time to actually end the video, right? Hey, y'all already know I rock with y'all. Appreciate you rocking with me. Okay. Let me know what you think. Silent treatment. Good thing, bad thing. Do you do it in a relationship? Comment, let me know. Make sure you like the video and share the video while you do that. Okay. And make sure y'all subscribing, man. It's 70% of people that's watching the video that are not subscribed. Okay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. But as always, I'm you, you are me. Love always, love return. Remember, the worst thing you can do is lie to yourself. And we out. Deuces. One love.